Today I want to talk about real and virtual image, and I want to start with the help of a diagram. Look at this. In lower classes, somewhere you are taught about this refraction of light, or a stick is taken and it is partially immersed into water. Let's say this is water and partially it is immersed into water. Now, what is seen? The stick appears to be bent. We can show it this way. Let's say a ray of light is coming from the tip of the stick and entering into air from water, and another ray of light also coming from the tip and it enters into the air from water. Now, according to law of refraction, all of we know this, according to the law of refraction, both of them bends away from normal because they are traveling from denser to rarer medium of light. And that's why, let's say this first ray bends like this, second ray bends like this. Since angle of incidence is different here, less angle of incidence, that's why angle of refraction is also less. But here, angle of incidence is more, angle of refraction is also more. Now, they are refracted rays, and if we are watching this, tip of the stick from outside the water, maybe this may be a pond also. If we are watching from outside, then what is seen? This bent light cannot be seen, and the tip appears at some different place. Look at this. If we produce this ray directly into the water, and if we produce this ray also into the water, then where they meet, let's say at this point they are meeting, the tip of the stick appears at this point like this. Let's say the stick is X, O, Y, but it appears to be bent and certain like X, O, Y dash, because Y appears at Y dash. Now, why I am saying this detail? That this is a very simple matter. When a stick is partially immersed into water, then it appears to be bent and certain inside the water. This is because of the refraction of light. Now, our concern is this image is real or virtual. Look at this. The ray of light after refraction are moving away from each other. They are diverging ray. They never meet in air. That's why wherever the light ray after reflection or refraction moves away from each other, then we produce them in opposite direction where they meet. Image appears at that place, and we'll say this type of image is virtual image, because really light is not reaching up to the image, and really this image is not formed by the real intersection of light. Such an image is called virtual image, and this is a virtual image. Here light is not reaching up to the y dash, and actually refracted rays are not intersected at this point, and image is not really formed at this point, but it can be seen from outside, and this is called virtual image. If we take one screen here, that this image cannot be obtained on the screen. This is virtual image. It means an image which cannot be obtained on the screen is called virtual image. It's very simple definition. The image which cannot be obtained on the screen is virtual image. Now I want to take another example of real image. Somewhere in the lower class you are taught this also. This is, let's say, a mirror. This concave mirror. The ball surface is polished, silver polished. This is a concave mirror, and let's say this is principal axis, and somewhere there is focus. You are taught in lower class This is focus. If an object is somewhere here, let's say here, object, this is the head of the object, then how do we make image of this object? We'll make image like this. A ray of light coming parallel to the principal axis passes through focus. We know this. This is a rule in this concave mirror. And a ray of light which passes through focus, reflects back being parallel to the principal axis, like this. And look at this is, I want to make it long. Now this ray reflects like this, and after the reflection of light, both of them are intersected at this point, and that's why image forms at this point. This way image forms. Since the ray coming from the head of the object is intersected at this point, that's why this head goes down and the image of this object becomes inverted. This is another image, but what type of image is this? This is real image. Why? How can we say this is real image? Because after the reflection of light, really the reflected rays are intersected at this point and image is formed. And reflected light is reaching up to the image and image is formed. That's why this image is real image. Real image can be obtained on the screen. If we take a screen at this place, then the image can be obtained on the screen. These are the facts about the real image and virtual image. Now let's start from the beginning. What I told you in at first, what is image? If you are told what is image, then you can say like this: the impression of an object which appears after reflection or refraction of light is called image of that object. Just for example, if you are in front of a mirror, then you can see your impression in the mirror. That is your image. It is of two types. One is real image, another is virtual image. This way we can define image. Now, what is real image? Very simple definition. Look at this. The image which can be obtained on the screen is called real image, like this. If we take a screen at this place, we can obtain this image on the screen. And the image which cannot be obtained on the screen is called virtual image, like this. If we take a screen at this place, this Y, then we cannot get image of this Y at this place. This is virtual image. This way we can define real and virtual image. If you are told to write differences between real and virtual image, look at this. I made a table first. I want to fill up this table. How? The first one, what I told you just now, real image. What is real image? Which can be obtained on the screen. Real image can be obtained on the screen. This one cannot be obtained. Obtained on the screen. And what I told you with the help of this diagram, it forms by the real intersection of the reflected rays, or maybe in this case reflection, maybe in refraction also. That's why the second major difference between real and virtual image is forms by the real intersection of reflected or refracted rays of light. Now this one, it can be seen but cannot be obtained on the screen. That's why it forms without the real intersection of reflected or refracted rays of light. Now there is another difference also. We can say light really reaches up to the image in case of real image. Light really reaches up to the image, but in this case light really not reaches up to the image. Okay, this way we can differentiate real image and virtual image. We can define real image and virtual image. We can understand which image is real, which image is virtual if once we see the image. This way real and virtual image can be distinguished. Okay, this much for today.